Okay, we're going to start now. Hello, I'm Tumi. I am a confused queer auntie.
Hello, I'm Mathilde. I'm also queer and just generally confused.
That is so helpful. Welcome to Queer Auntie's Guide to the Galaxy. This is a show where we ask and answer all the questions you're too embarrassed to ask your friends.
Yes.
Right. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
With this being our first episode, our first question is, okay, but doesn't everyone feel this way about women? Like, they're just objectively beautiful, no?
Yes, they are objectively beautiful. No, not everybody feels this way about women.
What?
I would say actually most, even heterosexual men, and definitely heterosexual women don't feel that way about women.
Okay.
Which was also news to me when I was a baby gay. Because I think a lot of the reason why it took me long to figure out that I really wasn't that attracted to men was because I also thought that it was just an objective truth that women are more attractive than men.
Because they are.
Yes, but not everybody believes that.
Okay, maybe they're not like more attractive. But like, yes? No, I'm being so serious.
Yes.
It's just like, think about a woman. Any woman, really. Think about that. And then think about how attractive they are.
Yes.
Is this a conversation about Is this a conversation about comphet?
I think so. I mean, I think a lot of the conversations about queerness and about sapphic-ness is conversations about comphet. Because I don't think you can get around how it is to navigate as kind of a discovering queer person without talking about how much of it is comphet. Like when you start engaging in queer relationships in general, you start realizing that like a lot of the things you thought were normal is just that a lot of women don't realize they're not that attracted to men. And I mean attracted to as in capable of like romantic love over like prolonged amount of time. Not just wants to sleep with. Like plenty of queer and gay women sleep with men. But that doesn't mean that they're not queer.
Sure.
And like when you talk to women in relationships, at least for my entire life, I always heard women talk really badly about men they were in relationships with. I never really hear that from queer women. And as I grow up, I hear it more and more rarely from heterosexual men in happy relationships as well. Because you're not actually supposed to backtalk your partner all the time.
Oh, you're supposed to like them?
Yes.
Interesting.
So a lot of the time when I was like really annoyed with a male partner, I didn't realize that annoyance was like not normal because I heard so many women talk that way about their men. And it turned out, first of all, they weren't necessarily serious if they were actually into their men, or that were women that also later have come out as queer that weren't also that into their men.
Okay, but then it means that everyone is queer because there was this viral article that came out not so long ago asking, is it embarrassing now to have a boyfriend? And it feels like so many people are in relationships with men, like in heterosexual relationships, and they're embarrassed by it.
But are the relationships heterosexual or heteronormative? Because I believe that you can have a heterosexual relationship and that's not embarrassing. But a heteronormative relationship, I do believe is embarrassing.
What is a heteronormative relationship?
So, you know that kind of relationship that's portrayed on like TV when we grew up, where you have like this nagging wife and this man who doesn't really do anything. And
but
then,
that's love.
No, that's prison.
Damn. Cut the show, I'm out. No, okay, but like for real though, that's what a relationship is. It's like as the woman, and this is very much like in very binary, very heteronormative terms. It's like as a woman, you have to do all the things,
and that's embarrassing.
But that's how you keep a happy home.
No, that's how you keep a home. There's nothing happy about it. There's a reason why women in relationships live not as long as men in relationships.
That's just because they're weak. No, I'm kidding.
No. And women generally live longer than men as well. So how much time are they really taking from us?
Sure, but think about the fact that then you can have a man.
Why would you want one?
Because that's what you're supposed to have.
No, but then my counter argument is women. Have you met them? Have you seen them? Have you been in their presence?
It turns out I have. And I always just thought that everybody was like, well, I guess we're out here just kissing men. Guess that's what you do. Because I just always thought that, like, if we had a choice, we would just definitely, like, kiss and love women.
But we do have a choice.
Sure. Do we?
We do.
Really?
Yes, I've kissed many women.
Cool. I mean...
It is cool. It is pretty cool, actually.
Yes. So I think that was a lot of my problem, was that I didn't... Okay, this sounds so ridiculous, because it's not like I lived in some, like, very conservative community where I didn't know any queer people. I didn't know anyone in the alphabet mafia. I did. I actually knew a lot of them.
Shocker.
That's me. And I always just thought that was something for other people, like the gays.
The gays.
Like out there.
The others, like in Lost, yes.
Yes. But I didn't ever think like, hi.
You are others.
No, I was like, damn. But then when, like, for example, I would come across somebody who I thought was very beautiful, or somebody would hit on me, because that used to happen a lot. And I'd be like, no, not me. That's for the others. I kiss boys.
Yes. I'm a married woman.
Oh, no, this was before.
Yes.
Because I'd be like, no, I kiss boys. I'm sorry. I think you misread the room. Like,
I think you misread the room.
I misread my own room.
You misread your very, very small room. It was so small, it was almost a closet.
Indeed. That was completely see-through.
Your own glass room.
Indeed. I remember this one time. There's this girl that we were in school together. I went to girls' school for, like, majority of the time I was in school. Yeah, it's not a surprise. But we were, like, quite close in primary school, so, like, barneskola, I guess. And
are you about to tell me about your platonic girlfriend? Because we all had one.
No, okay. I'm not. It's a different story.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a cliche. But then I saw her again years later outside this, like, community theater, because of course I go to community theater. And she was there and she was like, oh my God, hi. And she was, like, talking to me, but she was very close to me. I just want to say that she was in my personal bubble. Actually, now that I think about the story again, I'm not sure if she was in my personal bubble or if I just felt the heat emanating from my body. It was a summer's night. Okay. It was a summer's night. She walked up to me as it was intermission at this community theater. We were in the garden.
I love how you say walked like she should be doing something else. Like segueing or something.
She did. She just
used her legs. She approached me on feet.
That's
like a pedestrian.
That's exactly what she did. It was the garden of this church that had been repurposed into a community theater.
Yes.
Everything about this is so homosexual.
Sounds like Glee, yes.
Yes. Anyway, so she walked right up to me and was in my bubble and she went, hey.
The gayest thing about this is how you make hey sound like a poem.
She did. She was like, hey, how you doing?
Like Joey from Friends.
And then she said, you look real good tonight. And because at that time I was a heterosexual.
Yes, a straight, if you will.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I was a woman of God. I said,
at a community theater, yes.
Yeah, because it was in the Lord's house.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
But the Lord had left because it was theater now.
It was actually a spoken word performance. It was.
That's okay.
It was. Anyway, at the spoken word performance, she said to me, you look so good tonight. No.
So the whole story is a queer hit on me in the queerest place that anybody could possibly be.
Correct. And in the moment, I was like, oh, that's weird. Why would you speak to me like that? As a woman of God, ew. And then...
But as a woman of spoken poetry.
Yes. Upon reflection, and even later that night, I was like, I wonder if she had come closer into my bubble. Would I have been okay with that? Yes.
Yes.
I would have been so okay with that. Mm-hmm. And so upon reflection...
And still you were like, me, a straight.
Yes, because I thought everybody wanted to kiss girls.
Why would you... I don't... So I've also been there, but I don't know what possesses anyone to think that.
Because it's like...
Because we understand gay men. We understand the concept of gay men. They don't want to kiss girls.
Yeah. And I don't get it.
I get it for them.
Sure. I love it for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they don't want to kiss girls. And I believe them when they say that they don't want to kiss girls.
I believe them.
But I have a difficult time believing anybody else who says they don't want to kiss girls.
Absolutely. And that's why, as a former heterosexual, it took me so long to realize that, for example, there are men who don't want to kiss other men. That was also confusing to me. Because I was like, we all just want to kiss each other.
That was never confusing to me because I was like, why would you though?
No, sure. Understand that fundamentally.
So I could understand that gay men did not want to kiss women, but I still couldn't understand that they wanted to kiss men.
Okay, fair. I just thought everybody was trying to kiss each other.
I just thought everybody was trying to kiss women.
Oh, interesting.
Because, like, have you seen women's lips?
Yes. I've seen them. I've absolutely seen them. And I don't want to kind of like talk about what we will discuss in future episodes. I just want to say that, like, women can disrobe. It's okay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
Just anywhere. Disrobe.
Yes.
It's okay.
That is the gay agenda.
To disrobe? Hell yeah. And not in like a creep way.
No, just in like a natural, fantastic way.
But also in a way of like, hey, you can disrobe in front of me and I'll be cool about it.
Yes.
But like if you disrobe and then
I won't
enter my
always
personal
be
bubble.
cool about it.
What?
Like if you disrobe, I might be amazed.
Yeah, but I'll try act cool.
Yes.
I won't be a creep though.
No. I won't be gross.
No.
But I will be grateful.
I may giggle. I actually may giggle.
Yes.
Yes, I will definitely giggle. Because are you disrobing? Like, okay.
Yeah, what is the
scene.
purpose of disrobing?
Yeah,
that
I was
is
about to
really
say.
important as well.
Yeah. So disrobing in a change room, different. We can because that's functional.
Yes.
That's,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
functional disrobing.
intentional disrobing. I
That's
will giggle.
different. Yes.
will.
I will also giggle and maybe even stutter. Sometimes.
Oh. Okay. Actually, maybe this is something we need to talk about in a future episode. Why am I not able to form sentences around people I find attractive?
Because like the brain is doing so many things at once.
Yeah, like helping me understand how I ever thought that this was not an attraction feeling.
Yeah, because that's interesting. Yeah, because on the question of today, like, doesn't everybody feel this way about women? Like when you were growing up and you talk to your friends about dating or about people in general, did you never get a hint that the way that you felt about women were different from how they felt about women?
Yes. I just thought I was weird. But weird in like a not weird in like a homosexual way. Just like, that's weird. But like, for example, I went to like senior dances, like where you go and it's like prom basically. Twice with a guy who was my friend because I just, like I knew him. I was like, it's going to be fine. Sure. I mean, I had feelings for him, but they were like, yo, bro.
Friendship feelings.
They were intense. And so I thought that was romance. Because of course.
Yeah,
it's
I've done
romance.
that.
Yeah. So...
Yeah.
And then the third time I went to a dance, it was actually prom because I was in the United States. And I just did not want to ask anyone, partly because I have a rejection thing, or had. Now I'm actually really good at rejection. Let's cry together. Anyway, but then I just asked a girlfriend of mine. I was like, let's go to prom together. Because
A friend girl,
yeah. Okay, let's be clear. The gays are listening. And then we went together and it was great. And at no point of all of that when people were like, oh my God,
but you
this
weren't
guy.
into that friend girl though, or
No.
that was just a regular friend girl.
No, but I want to go back to your question. And I was actually like seeking male validation so much. I thought that was attraction.
Oh yeah, 100% me too.
But like actually what rewired and like fixed me is going, wait, it's not that I'm attracted to men. It's that I was seeking their validation. And when I was like, I don't care about men's validation, I was like, damn, that's wow.
I think what fixed it for me, because I also definitely did the same thing, but I had such a difficult time becoming friends with women, and not in like a pick me, they're so like they don't like me kind of way, but I had a really difficult time navigating female friendships because there's so much that is unsaid in female friendships. And that was really difficult for me in the way that I communicate. I like to say everything, right? And I get really like discombobulated when things aren't communicated. So I found it really tough to navigate. And then I often worked in male-only spaces. And I had a really, really difficult time with both saying no And also, when you're a female that's considered attractive or a woman that's considered attractive, I say female because I was like basically a child at this point, and men like hanging out with you, they often confuse that for attraction, even if they aren't actually attracted to you. So a lot of time it would end up in this like sexually validating relationships just because we were both there and I was a woman.
Right.
But I think that both for them and for I, we really just wanted, and for me, we really just wanted to be friends.
Yeah. But that script didn't exist.
No.
Yeah.
And then I found women much more intimidating, as in trying to flirt with them.
Oh my God.
Because I actually cared about how they felt about me. And I was really worried about like coming on too strong or saying something stupid. Like with a man, like most of the times I was flirting with men, I wasn't flirting. They were perceiving my communication as flirting.
Or were they just hunting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were looking for signs that I was flirting. So then anything can be flirting.
Literally.
But I wasn't doing it on purpose. I was kikiing. And then I was also young and the only woman in that space most of the time.
That's, what a combo. What a perfect storm.
Yeah. And with like blonde locks or braids, which...
That's something.
Yeah, smart. Yeah, so I was looking for validation because I was looking for friendships. And it was much easier to get it from men, but that came with other strings attached. And what really helped me was, first of all, realizing that I wasn't interested back regardless of how they felt. And also building up a stronger relationship with myself, so that if I felt that rejection from women I was trying to be friends with, it didn't hurt as bad. And I didn't have to like let myself be ogled by a man to feel better about it.
Huh. Yeah, that's really interesting. And maybe we need to like talk about this in more detail at another point about this like flirting with women, because what the hell? Because there's such a balance, right? Between like, hey, girly pop, and like, hey, you look so good tonight.
Yeah, because like, are you saying my dress looks nice because you're being nice? Or are you saying my dress looks nice because you want to take it off?
Fair. Yeah.
And what am I saying?
Yeah, because my instinct, if you were to comment on my dress, my instinct would be, oh my God, I got it on sale. Because I did.
Yeah.
Because what am I supposed to say? Like, thanks. I don't know.
No, the classic example is like when you stand in the bathroom, right, at a nightclub or something, and a woman says like, oh my God, you look so beautiful. And you go, thanks. But it's like, no, yes, homo.
Okay.
And then you go, instead of thanks.
Yeah, I've learned that if you want to be gay, you have to speak like this. No, I'm kidding.
Of course, that's something you have learned.
Everyone's on a learning journey. Yeah, but I think what you say about like friendships with men, where it's like you're just looking for friendship and there's no script for that, like that's so powerful, because even to this day there are still debates about like, can men and women just be friends? And it's like, yes, actually,
absolutely,
they can, and sometimes they should just be.
Most of the time, I think. I mean, of all the people we meet in the world, there are a few of them that I think we should actually be engaging in romantic relationships with, in the like traditional sense of that word. And then we can discuss what is romance and what are relationships. But like in the traditional sense of the word, I think that most of the people we meet and we like, we should just be in community with, as in friendship community.
But can we kiss them?
That depends on how evolved they are in their understanding of relationships. I wouldn't kiss anyone who hasn't deconstructed what that means.
I'm frowning.
Yes.
Okay, well, anyway. Okay, so let's break it down. Number one, not everybody wants to kiss girls and women.
No.
Number two, I was in the closet for a while.
The closet was glass. And it was all mirrors. Yes, I was absolutely in the closet once. But I was more in the closet because I never hid that I was attracted to women or didn't understand that I was attracted to women. I just didn't understand to how little of a degree I was attracted to men.
Damn.
So I was like, yeah, I like everybody. But it turns out I don't like everybody the same.
But I thought, I heard, I read in my research that that's totally cool and chill and fine.
It is cool and chill and fine, but it was a lot easier for me after I figured it out myself. Because I think that not only was it confusing to me, I think I might have hurt quite a few people before I figured that out. Because when you try to engage in relationships without having done any unpacking about what that means to you and also what you need from a relationship, everybody else becomes collateral damage in your journey of self-discovery.
That's so true.
And that kind of sucks. So I think it's good that I found out and that even that closet was opened.
Yeah. I'm still reflecting on it and just kind of blown away. Because it's like, I always just thought that like people would have to figure out their sexuality, like actually you have an attraction to somebody other than what heteronormativity says you should have an attraction to. I never actually thought about the other way, that like actually you also have to think about how much are you attracted to the other gender that you are supposed to be, in quotes, attracted to.
Yeah.
Because I then initially, when I came out, I was like, oh, it's just additive.
Yeah.
I'm just also.
No, yeah.
But I was like, there's layers.
Yeah. And there are so many layers, and the layers are on all sides. And it can be really overwhelming at times, which is why it's so important, I think, to have a community of friends to talk to about it or to seek it out, because it's really complex. And I feel like it's also a different thing to try to navigate when you're an adult, because you already have so many experiences and so many ties in different ways, right? That make it like harder to navigate, because you have to deal with the way your life is already set up in a way. You're not like dealing from blank papers here. You're drawing on something that already has stuff printed on it.
Can you just pretend that the drawing doesn't exist?
You can if you want to hurt everybody that cares about you.
Damn. I guess we got to go with a different option. Cool.
If you don't care about anyone.
Hey. But the most toxic people you will meet will say that because they believe in relationship anarchy, it's totally okay.
And that's toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they're the most toxic people you will
meet. They
are
the most toxic and somehow also the most quote unquote enlightened, right? But I think that's white supremacy in a trench coat.
What?
Yeah, it's this individualism of like, yeah, but I have figured it out and I have made this decision for myself and I have communicated my needs, so nothing else matters in relation to how I'm making anybody else feel, because that's their responsibility. It's like relationship capitalism, right? Yeah,
but aren't you supposed to like own your journey? Like, what are you going to do with your one beautiful life?
Yeah, but ownership doesn't mean individualism.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, I knew that.
That's like saying, oh, it's your fault that you don't have health insurance, so now you're going to die of cancer. It's literally just relationship capitalism.
Cool. Okay.
Beep, beep. Yes.
What is that beep, beep?
The beep, beep is the truth bus. The problem with the truth bus that the truth bus is really working on is that it doesn't always seem to announce its arrival before it's already been...
Before it's already run you over, basically.
So... the beep beep came because I got some feedback on that I need some sort of alarm system for when the truth bus is happening.
I wonder who said that.
But the truth bus has a little bit of a delayed processing thing going on.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
We appreciate
She's working on it.
Yeah, we appreciate and love the truth bus. We have to figure out a way how to end.
Yes. In conclusion, we're both gay and that's great.
Well, hey now, partner.
We'll see you next episode.